Club website
Yes.
an hour earlier, I think. I tried to, while watching your video, I tried to chat on the chat support box down at the bottom right. So it happened that I was actually advanced when checking about the time.
Cool. I replied back to your email, but maybe because of the time change, you were a little bit early. Well, welcome. You'll hear Judith's story, and if you want to jump in and ask a question, by all means, we're going to go live very shortly. Let me see if I can get Jordy on here. One sec. You tell me when you're going to go live, Cordelia, and we'll start.
We'll wait for Jordy, and then we'll go live. There's no rush.
This is really interesting. How do you do that? Zoom and Facebook together?
Yeah, so I'm just basically doing a live on Facebook and sharing my screen. So that the guys on Facebook can plug in, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. Wow.
I normally do this on my own with for my own live, and it's really difficult because you've got like lots of different things to manage whilst talking to the people on the call. So yeah, this is going to be cool. I'm like the Rich Reed of now.
Perfect. Now Mitch is talking to Jordy, I think.
Yeah. He'll be here in a sec. He knows, he's been briefed.
Cordelia, have you done the brand incubator?
I have, yeah. I did it in Australia. It was amazing.
Oh, wow. In Perth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, it was great. You've just been through, haven't you?
Yeah, and I'm over my the values and have to choose some, and I'm like, I like them all.
No, you just have to go by like what feels strongest, you know, like. Yeah.
I'm just wondering if we should go live because we said 3 o'clock. I want to be on time.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so Jordy will be there in a sec. Bye. So go live, and Judith, you're cool, and look at the camera and smile and have fun and just enjoy.
I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna give you the finger like Patty does. Okay?
Okay.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. This is Mitch from the PlayAtLife Club, going live on Facebook here with Judith Gitschel, and wanted to welcome a few people, Cordelia as well as Dre, for joining us. Thank you. So please, if you have any comments or questions, just shoot it to us through the Facebook chat, and we will be glad to share with you. Yeah, you're welcome to record, so we will actually share this link as well. And I just wanted to welcome everyone, and Judith as well. Thank you for being here. Judith.
Pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, it's such a pleasure and so great to see you again. We saw you, I think, a few weeks back in London. It was so awesome. And we got a real chance to get to know you in person besides just through a little square or online. And just for everybody, if you could just share a little bit about yourself and you know, you're jumping into online entrepreneurship. You've been an entrepreneur for quite some time, but you know, this is kind of new for you. So
yeah, it's absolutely completely new for me. Yeah, I've been self-employed almost all my life, and I've been a coach and a therapist, and marketing was, in the beginning it was easy because you could just do a folder and that worked at the time, or a little advertising in the newspaper. But more and more it became really difficult. So I knew that I had to learn something new unless hiring a marketing campaign. Hi, Jordy.
Hi, Judith. How are you?
Very good.
Wonderful.
I'm just telling my story.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, so I was basically running out of clients, and I knew I had to do something, and hiring somebody to do this for me, all the Facebook and all the stuff, was really expensive and not really a way to go. And at the same time, we were trying to get my husband, Jan, out of his 9-to-5 job. And we were trying this through network marketing, which did not work at all because we're both lousy salespeople, really lousy. And so we thought about other possibilities and opportunities. And we were, that was last year, and around this time, we were really secure that we would find something. And then in July, SFM showed up. Like I said, I saw an ad that Mitch and Jordy did post on YouTube. And yeah, we realized that this is what we have been waiting for. So we jumped right on it. And after 10 days, we went black because we knew that this is what we wanted and this is what we were looking for.
So before you get to there, if you could kind of remember back to when you first found the ad, do you remember exactly how you felt, what you were thinking? Because it really is an overwhelming process at the beginning, right?
Yeah, absolutely. When I saw the ad, it was, you did post an ad of Stuart, and he was like really living my dream. He was sitting at the front of the ocean and feeling very relaxed with his laptop and telling us how everybody could do this. And I connected with him, and I felt like he was really talking to me like I could do that maybe too. So I signed up for the video series, and then I didn't look at them only after a week or two, and then I watched them all through. And like from every video to the next one, it became more clear what it is all about and that it's actually doable.
Right. So you took your time to go through it and really see that it's an education process besides the business.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that you could learn. And so how has that changed for you now in the last few months for you? And you said you're doing it with your husband, Jan.
Exactly, yeah.
Tell us some of the things that have gone on for you and some of the changes that have been in your life.
Yeah, a lot. I don't know where to start. Yeah, we started this journey like I love the step-by-step program, and we were really working through the modules, and it was we felt like we were doing something for our dreams, and that really was a good thing. And the more we worked, the more we realized that we are really a good team together, which was important also. And was a lot of fun and a lot of overwhelm. So we always had to go back and say we don't need to do this all today, and things like that, and digest and do little steps. By the way, if I could do it all again, I would do the 90-day video challenge in the beginning. So if someone is interested in a little tip from me, I would do that in the beginning just to be more plugged into the community and not feeling alone. And when overwhelm kicks in, this is really a good place to be. Yeah, and what has changed for us is that we had a 10-day vacation in Mallorca in January, and we did some filming there for our advertising. And we had so much fun, and we felt so inspired because this is our dream to live in a sunny European country, that when we came back, we realized we don't want to wait for that. And we did managed to rent a house in Greece. So we will be in Greece in May, beginning of May. And we will leave this house, and Jan has not finished his job, but he has taken 6 months of vacation, unpaid vacation from his job. So, and we would not have done that without SFM, because that would have just been vacation, and now it's really, we're working on our business, and that's fun.
That's so awesome. So welcome. For those of you who are just joining us, this is Judith Gitschel from Germany, and she is a digital entrepreneur now, and she's talking about her journey into the SFM. And Judith, if you could just understand that some of these people are newer, so like some of the terminologies that you've used are, probably maybe a little bit over, their heads or whatever, So you talked about when you saw the system and you went through the 7-day video series, you decided to go all in and upgrade to like DA Black. If you could talk a little bit about that process and what made you and Jan decide that you wanted to invest in yourselves and go that route.
And what is that?
And what it means to be
and
DA.
what is DEA Black? We know it's very special, but maybe I'd love to hear it in your words, what DEA Black means and to be a part of that group.
Now I'm going blank. Blank. No, the funny thing about me and Jan is that we actually don't know much about Black. Really. The only thing why we made this decision is we wanted the higher rates of commissions, because we knew that this is what we wanted to do. So why not take the best of it and also the best education, which we did not, to this point, not really use. I still don't actually know what is, I think, Jody, you need to explain that because
it's coming.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, what I'm just very quickly going to explain is that there's so much, so you upgraded, like you said, and there's a whole education system that gives you import-export training and e-commerce and digital marketing, advertising, platinum, which I'm going to ask you about in a minute because I know you've done that. And then there's Black, which is leadership and puts you amongst a group of people who go all in and forever and refuse to fail and do the work, whatever it's going to take to build their business and their life. And that's, what we're a part of. And now that's what you're a part of. And you do it in your own timeline. Okay. You could do any first, like you went to platinum. Mitch and I went to the Black retreat in Dominican Republic, immersed ourselves amongst a group of leaders and built the foundation of our business that way. And we only did the marketing training in gold a year later. So you've done platinum first, which is a wonderful place because we've done platinum. So why don't you tell us what you got out of platinum, what that did to change your life to the point that I saw and felt Jan's emotion, his passion that day that he said, I'm done. It's not me anymore, and took the steps necessary to start to leave his job, okay, within just like a very short time. So what is platinum and what did it give you?
Well, that actually didn't have anything to do with platinum. That was when he went back to his job after a long while of being sick and being involved in the SFM community, and he went back to his job and he felt like this is just not me anymore. It's like,
so just involvement in the community, not even having gone to any of those other levels. Not only the community but also with me being at home with me and doing the mindset work and really transforming the vision of who we are and what we want to be, because we did a lot of that. We did vision boards, and you see one in the background there. And we did a lot of work together, mindset work and so on. And then SFM did really fill in the void of how we can earn money with this, and then the community showed up in when I started the 90-day video challenge, which is a training where you do every day a video and you post it, and people in the community commented and you comment their videos, and that makes you feel really, really connected, and it's such a beautiful place. I think this is really
was the most important step to feeling what SFM is really about. Before that, we were just doing our stuff a little lonely. So the video training was really, really good. And Platinum is just amazing. And I think it's so important that it is in the SFM training, because I realized that it's not only about getting clients for whatever business, it's about relationships. And we like having one client and selling them other things on top. That was always something I was very good in. When I had one client, I have them for years. And even if I don't work with them, like 2 years later, they come to me and say, I need your help now in this. So the branding, really knowing what you're good in, what your values are and who you really are, is so important for having a sustainable business. That's what I think. And the workshop itself is just a pleasure from the beginning to the end. It's just amazing. And I've been in many seminars and I've given seminars, and this is one of the most important, most amazing seminars that I've seen, and it feels really, really great. And knowing what your deepest purpose and values are is very important in this. Even as an affiliate, even if you don't make something of your own, being an affiliate for SFM, knowing from what perspective in life you come and knowing it very deeply and very good is really helpful. So, and I just loved it.
So Judith, I would love to open up the floor to people if they had any questions directly for you, if you're cool with that. But I just had two questions, and I know you said that if you could start again, you would tell yourself to join the 90-day video challenge earlier. But if there was one other thing that you could tell yourself right at the beginning, what would it be? And the second part to that question is, if you were to put a letter today in a time capsule that you were going to only open in, let's say, 3 to 5 years from now. Because what people have to understand is when you're building a business, it's not a sprint. It's the marathon. And to build a successful business, it takes like a good 3 to 5 years to build it, up where it'll sustain for you for the rest of your life. What would be those two messages? One back and one forward.
Yeah, the one back is very easy. It's something I've learned from you. It's asking questions. We have asked not enough questions, and we have been stuck in some questions we didn't ask. And really, this is an advice I would give to myself: to never ever get stuck somewhere. Go and ask somebody, and if you don't get an answer in the first place, go on to the next person. So that is really, really important. And the other thing, sending a letter to, I don't know, what would I tell my future self?
Yeah.
Well done. Really proud you took these steps.
Good, that's awesome. I mean, no change is ever easy, right?
Yeah.
So if you're comfortable, I want to open up the floor to other people, guys that are here, that have joined us. Thank you for being here, taking the time out of your day. Do you have any questions for Judith, who's been a digital entrepreneur for just, just over 6-7 months now? Really starting to dig her teeth into it and get going with her partner and husband, Jan. Just starting to, I think you had your first leads and your first sales. So it's just starting for you guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Who has a question? Just jump in. I'm going to hear someone out there. Dre, do you want?
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
How you doing?
Good. What's your name in Phoenix X509?
Yes. My name is Messiah Felix.
Okay. So
Mi-
my
Mr.
business
Philip.
partner, Jordy, go ahead, Jordy. Tell him what he should do. You know what you want to tell him.
What?
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you to turn your camera sideways so
Oh.
we can see your beautiful smile. This way you're putting
is it
yourself.
okay?
Yeah, just turn your
Yeah.
camera. Turn your
Okay.
phone. Yeah,
Oh, I
keep
got
going.
distracted. I only saw 5 people. I didn't realize if you scroll sideways, there's a lot of people in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
I'm in Nigeria.
Okay, welcome. What's your
Yes.
question for Judith?
Yes, I've been receiving a lot of mail from you guys, and I really want to know what all this is all about, because I am a young man with a family of 4, and I still have an organization where I help children to grow in Africa. So I want to know how this community will be of great impact to me and the Nigerian people in general. Actually, I've been receiving mails from you guys, but I have never really understand what it's all about. So I really want somebody to put me through so that I can really understand where to come in and the roles that I need to play to be successful in this organization. I really appreciate you guys. You're doing a wonderful job. I've been saying it, and the PlayAtLife Club, you guys are so wonderful.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I really want to comment to that, and I want to start enjoying life the way you guys are enjoying. You know, here in Africa, we do a lot of struggle and a lot of things to see how we can reach out to people. So if we have opportunity like this from you guys in other countries that can really impact our life, we will really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And just so you know, we're only live for another 10 minutes, so we'll let Judith give her Twitter version of the answer. But just so you all know, you're more than welcome. Jordy and I have a regular weekly get-together just like this on Zoom, Friday mornings, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, where we talk the whole community, and we have guests and special guests, where it's more relaxed. It's an hour and a half long generally. But this is really focused on Judith. But Judith, if you could really touch to that about, you know, you were a businesswoman coming out of the regular brick and mortar business world into a whole new online world. If you could give a quick answer as to
Where are we?
Whereabouts?
Well, yeah, what came to my mind when I heard your question is it really does feel overwhelming in the beginning, and it's really helpful to do one step at a time. Like go back if you have you seen the video series?
I've seen some of the videos. Yeah,
I think that's really helpful to go back to them and watch them. That's what I think, and really take little steps. And then when you've watched them, then ask Mitch and Jordy what could be a next step for you. And then after some days, weeks, and maybe even months, it will become more clear. So it really needs some time. It's like you don't go to school for a day and expect, or 2 months and expect to understand everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, that is very good. I really appreciate you. And I'm still looking forward to see how you guys can extend it to Nigerians, because here in Africa, we have a very big space amount, a huge people that are looking for opportunity like this. That is just the truth. If you guys can hit into Africa, especially in Nigeria, we will really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Well, what we're doing, my friend, is we're connecting the whole world together. So you guys are connected to us. So that's the idea. The same way that we are all sitting together in a room right now, okay, talking about life and talking about business. That's the idea behind what we're doing. So the Nigerian people are connected because of the internet. So when you learn the skills of how to connect and reach out and communicate and build a relationship with people on the other side of the planet. Like we're having this relationship. I'm sitting here, in the afternoon in Canada, and I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to people all over the world. And that's what we're doing. And then as Judith was saying, there's next steps. The next steps are, how do I build a business so that I could do something that I love every day? And then how do I make an income at it? So that maybe I could, if I don't like my job, I could go and do something that I love every day that inspires me. Because when you learn to connect yourself to others around the world and you share things that you're passionate about and then move that to products and services that you could share and put in front of people who need those things and want those things, then you could start your own online business, and we could all do that. And we could build a wonderful business and a wonderful life for ourselves. And that's the idea of what we're doing.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And
Pleasure.
I can't wait to start business with you guys.
Yeah, we like to say we're in the business of changing lives.
Oh, yeah.
And, that goes all around the world. But like Judith, you have to be willing to put the time and the effort and the work into it in order to be successful. And as I said, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you have to dig your heels in, and sometimes it's 2 steps forwards and 1 step backwards. But you keep trudging forwards, and that's what Judith and Jan are doing, and that's why they're becoming so successful. And they're just at the beginning stages. So Judith, you got 5 more minutes to share a little bit about, let's say, what your plans are for the next, 3 to 6 months. The easy stuff. I believe you guys are registered for the Black Retreat, so you guys are going to see what that's all about. No, not for Bali? I thought you were registered for Bali.
It was already closed.
Okay. Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're going to be going on this adventure together, you and Jan.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. And we are creating a meetup in Greece, so we're not alone there. So there will be, in July, there will be some people from the SFM community meeting us there. So we will have a week where everybody is working on their own business, but we are there together, spending time together and helping each other.
Right. And you decided to set this up after you met a whole bunch of people in London, right?
Exactly, because it was so much fun working with you guys together in the bar, doing the video. And so I realized that this is just being in person is nice too from time to time.
And if you could share with everybody about, walking into that room that very first time and meeting a whole bunch of community members, some people you had met online, some people you never had met before, that energy, that weekend, you could share just before closing out.
Yeah, that was amazing because, as I said, from the internet, the 90-day video challenge, I had some friends. It's not that I knew them, I had really some friends. And when I saw them in person, for some it was a little awkward because they were taller or smaller than I thought. It was a little bit like, whoop, this is you? Or the other way around.
Who was smaller?
I don't know. It was.
So she didn't mean me then.
You too. And Michelle actually. Yeah, but it felt very comfortable. I felt very good with all those people that I have never seen before, because this is such a judgmental free room and really kind people. It's a very special community, so it was easy to talk to each other.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. So we have about 2 minutes. Anybody else have another question for Judith? Something you guys want to ask? Final share. Jordy? Corky?
San has got his hand raised. Did you want to jump out and say anything, or?
I don't know. I think he was having trouble with his mic. I got an email from him, but San, welcome. And you'll be able to, anybody You'll be able to catch this recording on our Play It Life Club page, live on Facebook today. And thank you for being here, Judith. It's awesome. Cordelia, I think yes, go ahead, Dre.
Are we doing this, Mitch and Corky? Are we doing this the same time every week?
Yeah, 3:30 every Wednesday.
Absolutely.
3 or 3:30? 3.
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And remember, next week, you guys in Europe change the time. So we'll see you next week. Dre, you had a final question?
Yeah. Just want to know how do you guys, or what you guys can advise for people like me in the Philippines, like trying to migrate to being a business or an employee. I'm in a call center industry as a consultant. What do you think that because I've been following you guys, and not only you guys, also other group of digital marketers or online gurus. I'm having a hard time on the expenses on those like domains and everything because it's dollar rate and we are only in a peso rate. What do you think that you can advise or suggest?
So if I heard you correctly, because the mic was a little low, you were asking how does you transfer from being like an employee mindset to a business mindset? Is that correct?
Yes, but in a digital mindset like you guys, because me, I'm practicing doing a life coach because I train people here, especially for sales. So I always make sure that they have the good vibes every now and then to achieve their goals.
Okay, so not to not answer you, Dre, but that's a really great question. And we're actually going to be touching on that on our webinar this coming Friday. We have one of the top leaders, one of the best marketers in the entire world, Mr. Justin Wolf, who has built 7- and 8-figure businesses, especially in the digital space. And he can talk about going from the employee mindset to the business mindset and about coaching. But we only had 30 minutes for Judith. So we would like to invite you there, or we can set up a private call as well. But for those out there, we promised that it would just be a 30-minute call because Judith has another meeting afterwards or something. So we got to show her the respect of that. So it was a great question, and please come join us Friday. We will gladly have you come out and deal with that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you, Jerry. Judith.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. Final thought, final comment to everybody out there that are just looking to start.
Well, first of all, I'm so impressed by this crowd here. I'm like, wow, we have the whole world here on one screen. Can't believe it. How amazing is that? I don't know. Just do it. Do the next step and find out how wonderful the space is and be a part of it. That's all.
Thank you. Guys, you can send comments on the Facebook Live. You can go into Facebook afterwards, jump in, ask questions. We will all answer them. Judith, myself, Jordy, Cordelia. Please reach out. It's our pleasure to communicate that way as well. Jordy, final thought, quick time. We've got a minute. And let's say a proper thank you to the awesome Judith.
Yeah, Judith, thank you so much for joining us on our first of many, many, many lives. And we wish you the best, and a big hug to Jan. It's rare that we get to be alone with you and have you to ourselves without Jan. So
he has another call. He's on the platinum call right now.
Give him our best. That's wonderful. And thank you so much for coming and sharing with us.
Thank you.
And to the rest of you, thank you guys for showing up. And we hope to see you next week for our next call and more questions. And until then, love your life, enjoy your journey, work hard, work smart, and remember to play it life.
Have an inspiring week, everyone. Love you all.
Love you all.
Bye-bye.